I hope a good day is coming up soon, because it's not been many good days lately. Been a lot of sad days. Anyway, Bryce is about to get blown up! Boom! Boom, baby, boom! It's kind of weird when you consider all things that Sebastian has this premonition. Why Sebastian? I'll tell you why. I get the strong feel like he would have been a great like story beat. The way to get to certain types of endings involving Bryce is not dating Bryce. Bryce is a fucking asshat. It's sometimes like he's an alcoholic and a weirdo. I don't think he would have these premonitions himself. Especially because this is the good ending of Bryce. Why? It'd be more interesting if the way to get this is to get chummy with Sebastian to a sufficient degree that Sebastian is like, if I don't feel good about something, I need to tell someone, you know? Like, the whole point is Sebastian never taking initiative, and this is the culmination of that. Like, you doing Sebastian unlocks the rest of Bryce's dates. It's unconventional, and to some people might think it's kind of weird, but it kind of falls into that concept, you know? Like, if you're gonna do something legitimate with, like, you have to manipulate time travel, at least put some things in where it's like, okay... yes, that makes sense. And do it something that makes super sense. Like, have Sebastian after the fact be like, I had a bad feeling, I should have spoken up. You know, like that. Like, Sebastian's like, I should have spoken up, I should have done something. And that's how you get it. They might say, but what if you go first? Like, I don't know. There's a way to ride around that. Like, maybe you fucking Reza shows up and guns... The thing is, he looks inside, too. Somehow saw this without Bryce being like, why the fuck are you here? I like how this video, it's not even 5 minutes in, I've already said a better way to do the story could beat. Like, it's not a bad beat. All things considered, this is kind of neat. But I'd like it more if the whole point, like, you can't go back in time and save Bryce, because you can't actually save Bryce quite yet. Like, what would even be better is, you find the trap, you go away, and you're, like, talking with Sebastian, like, Sebastian, you gotta get some help here. And then Bryce triggers it anyway, because he's like, I can do this. You know. Because, you know, Bryce doesn't take shit from people. Like, you could do something with that. It'd be a cool story being like the whole glitch is something else. Like, the glitch isn't you have to go start over. The glitch is you didn't do something. Like, you could try to save him, but it's not possible. The glitch would also need to be something else then. What would it be? Well, the glitch is just you going back at all. Like, you can't change it. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be fucking... but then repeat playthroughs, you have to justify why you don't do that instead. I mean, considering the story does a lot of things where it's like, but you could have done this differently if the time travel existed, I think we can overlook another one. Oh, this is something else, yeah. No, no, not that kind of charge. Man, this throat thing is not ending, is it? It's been almost a week. They say that the fever goes away in a week with soup, and without else takes a week. And I've got to say, I've been consistently sick for long periods of time for no reason. It's just there. It's just like, I'm still here. Maybe my body's just pre-programmed to handle things to the extreme. I like how it's not window shattering. Let me see. Does earth shattering have a nice word that I could use? Wereldschokken. Ah, that's good. Surprised me, because a lot of this shows me how different my knowledge of words is. Like, I know this word in English, but I don't know it in Dutch. I know this word in Dutch, but I don't know it in English. It's always fun when that happens. Here's the thing that gets me about this. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm totally using the fucking explosion graphic for the picture, because this is good. But why is there no, like, Sebastian being more tearful? The thing that gets me about to drop is that it implies they can sweat. Why can't they also cry? Like, this is his picture. Is he just sitting there with a fucking cap being like, I can't believe he's gone. Have something more emotional than that. I guess that since... I wonder what came first. Were the pictures made first, or, like, were those pictures made with the anticipation that Sebastian would have a big role and there wouldn't be a lorem? Or were they made with that in mind? Questions. Also, Sebastian takes this super well, all things considered. Like, he's not emotionally distraught despite losing his boss and mentor. I really think that there should have been, like, a moment where Sebastian in the situation is like, God damn it. Like, it'd be a similar resolution to Anna, with the whole, you gotta do something else. Unlike Remy, where it's like just giving some understanding, and with Adine, it's like, just use your common sense, Adine. Like, there's no mention of, like, him sobbing or anything. It's just like, he just exists. People exist in the scene. Also, you're suddenly in his office again. Like, no hanging around the farm with, like, the paramedics and Sebastian being like, no, Bryce! Nope, Bryce is just gone. And the scene moves on very quickly, and it's kind of weird. Why would you get this responsibility? Like, I know the Maverick isn't on duty, but there are other people in this station probably more qualified to take the position than the newest member on the force! So I'm at a little tweak as the rookiest cop, because that's got to do something with you. Like, sure, you've been with the force for a few years, but you're still like the newbie. Ugh. Oh, someone said smoosh. Just when you put your hands on someone's face and mold it around like the animals. So, okay, so this is a bit different. So this case is too big for this bureau. We were already spread thin, and now, Bryce, we just don't have the manpower and the means. Like, again, Sebastian's a bit straight-faced. Was a straight-laced boy. Like, considering the massive problem with... I don't know how the council works. It's implied that everyone is sort of under the same larger government. So, like, how the fuck did Emira cover this up so well and not consider this? I know she's trying to defend herself, but at this point... Isn't this like the Godzilla threshold? Isn't this the point where continuing to do anything but the best is kind of stupid? The Godzilla threshold. When literally Godzilla is better than any other plan. Because everything's gonna get fucked up anyway. Yeah, stay optimistic, Sebastian. Why can't your character be like that? Why can't that be like a moment for your character where, like, at least we have the eggs, or you're silent, and then Sebastian's like, but we got the eggs. You know, I mean, the generators. Why is this all Sebastian? Why does he have this massive role if he doesn't actually have that big a role? I mean, you could say the same about Emra, but Emra's involvement at least makes politically sense. I wonder why. Is there a reason the eggs exploded? I know they're sensitive and all, but is there a specific reason why the eggs themselves were harmed in this? Maybe the shockwave. Because shockwaves are pretty significant. I guess the eggs just got scrambled. I like to imagine they actually didn't explode, they just got scrambled. Like the whole inside got messed up. Which is a terrible way to go. Oh my god, I'm gonna move the window. I'm done with this. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. I guess the reason the player character is silent during this is that this is... Like, it'd be better if there was, like, a small box where it's like Sebastian is extremely passionate. Like, explain the situation. Because I know you've got pictures, but at some point you're going to have to describe what someone's doing. Describe that Sebastian's like, I have to do this! And he slams his hand on the table. It's like he's passionate, he's angry, he's sad, he's distraught. Add some emotion to the character and make that punchy scene. Give me some punch. Give me that salt and pepper. And don't be afraid of ever using the word said, people. You can supplement said with adjectives or with bodily descriptions as to what people are doing. Which story needs to do more. People are so much floating heads. The floating head syndrome is extreme in this game. Oh, well, not that bad. It's on the moderate level. Extreme is if there's like chunks of text and characters just stand there with the exact same expression, which does happen, but usually during plot dumps, and it's not that important in those situations. Oh yeah, because in this scenario, Sebastian doesn't know that's an easy trick. Like, Bryce doesn't tell him. Because he's dead. I like one thing. The tone here is very different. The tone is a lot more we have to... Like, Sebastian comes across as he wants to kill Reza. Which, again, would have been a good setup. Doesn't follow up on that. I like how he says regardless, and then immediately follows it up for his memory, which is not what regardless refers to. Memory does not translate well. What is a legaat? Never heard of that word. Now it's called a town. I mean, those terms mean different things. I'd like if, like, the one ending you get on your first go is you mess it up with everyone. Everyone hates you. Reza... Bryce dies. Everyone dies. That's the way you end. Is you try your best, but everyone gets super angry at you. Next time... I don't know what to say. Video games is the answer to all questions. But is it the answer here? I don't know. I think in this situation... I just don't know. Man! What a scene, though! What a powerful scene! I think the first time I saw it, I was like, holy shit. Also, if you want to be super fucking daring, like, you want to really write a time travel story, like Undertale does, one, be prepared to spend a lot of time on this, and two, if you're gonna do it, be prepared to have a lot of scenes where a character is just not present, and you have to write it completely differently. Now, the fun part is, because you're basically writing similar scenes a whole lot, you get a lot more understanding as to characters, like, you'll have to think more about them, and you'll get better insights into them, and secondly, it'll get you more involved in your world. Like, you'll just know things better. You'll have a better inherent feel for how a situation would go, and why that situation would go that way. Generally speaking, try not to kill people that are vastly different from their replacements, because Sebastian still wants to do the same thing. He's just very aggressive about it. So with Sebastian, you could just frame things differently. Like, when you go to Damien, you're like, I can't. And Damien's like, oh, well, like, you could set things up a bit, you know? Like, you could really set some things up with that. The problem is, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot harder to get that consistent. But, my god, is it the kind of stuff that people are not going to give a shit about when it comes down to it. And the people that do are like, man, that was good. I can't believe they fucking did that. It's what I said when I got to my third playthrough of Nier. I was like, wow, really? Nier Automata really kicks it up in the high gear, don't it? I mean, that being said... Nier is like a big budget title, whereas this was made by one dude and like $10,000. Oh man, though. God, if I made more money on YouTube, I'd totally be putting money aside for like funding shitty projects. Still couldn't do it on Kickstarter because Kickstarter doesn't accept my fucking PayPal. It's like, you gotta have a credit card. I don't have a credit card, you fucktard. I'm so angry now. I'm gonna be angry. Like the cat and the banana.